Once upon a time, in a meadow full of vibrant wildflowers and tall grass, there lived a small turtle named Timmy. Timmy was not like the other animals in the meadow. He was slow, small, and spent most of his time taking long walks under the warm sun or basking on the soft grass. While other animals, like the rabbits, squirrels, and deer, would run, leap, or hop from place to place, Timmy moved slowly, his heavy green shell making it hard for him to hurry. His shell was strong and smooth, a beautiful green color with a light brown pattern. His little legs were short but sturdy, perfect for long journeys, even though they were much slower than the other creatures in the meadow. Timmy's big brown eyes were always full of wonder, and though he wasn't as fast or as loud as the others, he had a gentle heart and a kind spirit. But there was one thing that Timmy wished for more than anything else: he wanted to be fast like the others. He wanted to jump and run and leap high into the air like the squirrels. He wanted to race through the meadow with the deer, but no matter how hard he tried, his legs just weren't built for speed. His friends were always so much faster than him, and sometimes, it made him feel small and insignificant. One beautiful sunny morning, when the sun was shining bright and the breeze was soft, Timmy was making his way to the pond to drink some cool water. The meadow was quiet, and everything seemed peaceful. Timmy was walking along the familiar path, enjoying the sweet scent of the wildflowers, when suddenly, he heard a loud and urgent cry for help. "Help! Help!" a small, frightened voice called out from behind the tall oak tree. Timmy's heart skipped a beat, and he quickly turned around, trying to figure out where the sound was coming from. Looking up, he saw a little bird named Pip, high up in the branches of the oak tree. Pip's tiny wings fluttered helplessly, and she chirped in panic. "I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the tree. Help!" she cried. Timmy blinked in surprise. "Oh no," he thought, his heart racing. "Pip needs help." But as he looked around, he saw that none of the other animals were able to reach her. The squirrels were too small to climb the big tree, and the rabbits were too quick to help. The deer couldn't reach the branches, and none of the animals knew what to do. Timmy felt a knot in his stomach. He wasn't like the others, he was slow, and he didn't have the speed or the strength to climb the tree. His legs were short, and his heavy shell made it hard to move quickly. "What can I do?" he wondered. He felt small and unsure of himself. The other animals were looking up at Pip, and they all seemed to be waiting for someone to come up with a plan. But no one knew how to help. Timmy thought about turning away. After all, he was just a small turtle. But then, he remembered something. His shell, though heavy, was strong. And while he wasn't fast, he was careful and steady. Maybe, just maybe, if he moved slowly but surely, he could help Pip. "I have to try," Timmy thought, a spark of courage lighting up inside of him. Without wasting another second, he made his way toward the oak tree. The animals watched as Timmy moved slowly toward the tree. "What is Timmy doing?" the rabbits whispered. "He's so slow. How is he going to help?" "Poor Timmy," the squirrels said, shaking their heads. "He'll never be able to reach Pip. He's not fast enough." But Timmy didn't listen to them. He kept his eyes focused on the tree. He knew it would be hard, but he didn't want to give up. He wasn't as fast as the other animals, but he was determined to try. When Timmy reached the oak tree, he paused for a moment. The tree was tall and wide, its bark rough and covered in moss. Timmy looked up at the branches, where Pip was still fluttering her wings in distress. "Don't worry, Pip. I'm coming," Timmy called up softly, his voice full of reassurance. The other animals watched in awe as Timmy began his climb. Slowly and carefully, he used his little claws to dig into the bark of the tree. His heavy shell made it harder to climb, but Timmy was determined. Step by step, he crawled upward, moving slowly but steadily. He wasn't quick like the squirrels or the rabbits, but he had something they didn't: patience and perseverance. As Timmy climbed, he thought about how long it might take him to reach Pip. He wasn't sure how much time he had, but he kept going. His little legs were strong, even if they were short, and his shell helped protect him from any sharp edges. The higher he climbed, the more determined he became. The other animals below watched in disbelief. "He's actually doing it," the squirrels cheered. "Timmy's climbing the tree." "I can't believe it," said one of the rabbits. "He's so slow, but he's making it." Timmy's heart was racing, but he didn't stop. He could hear Pip's tiny chirps from above, and that made him climb even faster. Well, as fast as he could. With every movement, he was closer to Pip. Finally, after what seemed like forever, Timmy reached the branch where Pip was stuck. "Pip! I'm here!" Timmy called up. Pip looked down at him, her eyes wide with relief. "Timmy! Oh, thank you. I was so scared. I couldn't get out of the branches," she chirped, her tiny wings fluttering with joy. Timmy smiled up at Pip. "It's okay, Pip. I'm here now. You're going to be just fine." Timmy carefully reached out with his small paws and gently untangled Pip's wings from the branches. He moved slowly, making sure not to hurt her, but his heart was full of warmth. "You're free, Pip," Timmy said softly. Pip flapped her wings in delight and chirped happily. "Thank you, Timmy. You're my hero." Timmy blushed, feeling a little embarrassed, but inside, his heart swelled with pride. "I'm just glad I could help." Timmy carefully made his way back down the tree, guiding Pip safely to the ground. The other animals cheered and clapped their paws and hooves. "Hooray for Timmy! He did it," they shouted. Pip fluttered around Timmy, singing a joyful song. "Timmy, you're the bravest turtle in the meadow. I'll never forget what you did for me." Timmy's face turned red as the animals surrounded him. "It wasn't much," he said modestly. "I just did what I could." "But Timmy," said one of the deer, "you did something none of us could do. You didn't give up, even when it was hard. You're the bravest one of all." From that day forward, Timmy was known as the bravest little turtle in the meadow. He may not have been the fastest or the most energetic, but everyone in the meadow learned that sometimes, courage isn't about being the biggest or the fastest. It's about doing what needs to be done, even if it's hard. Timmy may have been slow, but he had a heart full of courage, and that was what made him truly brave. Whenever any animal in the meadow needed help, Timmy was always there, steady and reliable, ready to lend a hand. He taught everyone that even the smallest, slowest creatures can make a big difference in the world, and that bravery comes in all shapes and sizes. And so, Timmy continued to live happily in the meadow, never rushing, but always helping others. He knew that sometimes, it's the quiet, steady ones who do the most good, and that made him proud. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. And for more fun stories, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you next time.